What's going on, guys? Chameleon here. Today I'm going to show you the best class setup for the MP5, specifically for Warzone. The MP5 has been one of the most dominant SMGs in the game. It's even commonly used in competitive gaming. And with this class setup, you're now going to dominate in Warzone too. Up close, it's a straight up melt machine. What do you guys think is better, the MP7 or the AUG? Leave me a comment below. But real quick, before we start, please smash that like button, make sure you're subscribed to my channel, and here we go, let's do this. First up, we have the muzzle. You want to set this to the monolithic suppressor. This will give you sound suppression and damage range. Both of these are super important to have in Warzone. The damage range helps with longer ranged engagements, not that you're going to be using this as an AR anyways, but it'll definitely help. And the sound suppression is a must because if you don't have this on, every time you shoot, you'll show up on everyone's radar, and this will lead you to a lot of trouble. So by having the monolithic suppressor equipped, you'll be able to avoid all that. We lose some aim walking steadiness and our ADS increases from the base 200 milliseconds to 233 milliseconds, but that's completely fine because of what we're getting in exchange. Next, for the underbarrel, you want to set this to the Merc foregrip. This will give you recoil control and hipfire accuracy. The hipfire accuracy is really great with this, and because it's an SMG, you'll possibly face some situations where you'll be hipfiring an enemy in close quarters instead of aiming down sights right away. So this will help with that, and we also get nice boosts in a few categories here. Another option you could consider is the Ranger foregrip. This will give you that boost in range, but personally I prefer the Merc foregrip. For the ammunition, actually let's skip to the rear grip for now. You want to set this to the stippled grip tape. This will give you an increase in aim down sight speed and an increase in sprint to fire speed. The base sprint to fire speed is 133 milliseconds, and when you add on the stippled grip tape, it decreases to 100 milliseconds, which will be perfect for running around with this. We're pushing on the run and gun playstyle here for close quarters combat, since the gun is a nice little melt machine. Now let's go back to the ammunition. I skipped this because the ammo and our last attachment will affect each other. You want to set this to the 10mm auto 30 round mags. This is going to give you added damage and increase your range. If you choose this option, I recommend you set the gun perk to sleight of hand, because 30 rounds is not enough to take on full squads in Warzone, especially with quads now. You're going to have to either reload or switch to another gun. However, if you don't want to deal with 30 rounds, you can pick the 45 round mags instead, which are also nice. The trade-off is that they do less damage and you lose some range, but you get more rounds, meaning less reloads. But since you won't have to reload as much as you would with the 30 round mags, you can now drop sleight of hand and offset the ADS loss with the 45 round mag by adding the FSS close quarter stock or the FTAC collapsible stock. The close quarter stock has a faster ADS at 167 milliseconds, whereas the collapsible has an ADS of 183 milliseconds. But the collapsible will also increase your movement speed, so pick whichever is best suited for your playstyle. You could also go the laser route, maybe try out the TAC laser since you get some nice boosts here, but personally I just avoid this because I don't like having a visible laser in Warzone. It can give away your position, and I think in close quarters especially, it's better to remain unseen. I don't put on an optic because the iron sights of this gun are pretty solid. You'll be fine without one. One final note, make sure you have another weapon to fight from a distance to go along with your MP5. It could be an AR or a sniper rifle. Basically anything that shoots far. This gun is meant for close quarters combat. People using ARs and sniper rifles will definitely have the upper hand on you when fighting from a distance. But that about wraps it up for this video. You guys now have the best MP5 class setup for Warzone. Go out there and get some victories. And if this video was helpful to you, please smash that like button and make sure you're subscribed to my channel. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace.
Safe zone. Closing in. Relocating the safe zone. Bounty target is down. Well done.